What's going on, everybody? I swear this has been the busiest summer of my life. And when I say busy, I mean not with projects. I mean, obviously not with projects. I hadn't uploaded in a while. The only thing I've been able to do this summer is lawn projects. And I wanted to do a lot of other stuff, but it seems like every weekend there's something else coming up that I got to go out of town for, or it's either pouring rain or something. I didn't intend for this channel to be all lawns. I wanted it to be everything, so it's whatever I'm working on at the time. But even though I haven't been uploading that much content, somewhere along the line, I got over 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel. I don't do this to be YouTube famous. I am not doing this to make money. I'm just sharing what I learned and what I'm doing and what I already know, so hopefully it'll help you. But anyway, thanks again for your subscription, and let's get into the video. Today I want to give everybody a little update on my backyard zoysia and my front yard fescue. And let's see how everything's going. Let's start with the zoysia. Boom. Look at it. Look at that. Can you believe it? Now here's a shot for you. Well, the shade hasn't gone all the way away yet. The sun's got to get more over there. But look how much different that looks. Look at that big bald spot that was there. It's still a little thin, and it's always thin the first year you have to put seed down, but look how much between the zoysia filling in and the seed I put down. I mean, that's pretty good. And you can tell over there, look how much is sticking up if you looked at my last video. So Operation Go Away Shade was successful. Now, since you last saw me messing with this zoysia in the backyard, the only thing I've really done is I kept fertilizing it, and I've been mowing it at 1.75 and letting it go. I'm not fertilizing quite as aggressive as I once was because it started growing too fast, and it was mostly filled in, so I bagged that down. So now I'm hitting it with like a ½ pound a month. And I got one more this year that I'm probably gonna do. No, I am gonna do it before everything goes dormant, because I only got about a month before it starts trying to check out. Remember when I said I was gonna try to do some plugs? Well, that didn't work out like I wanted it to. I really don't know what happened there, but I'll get it figured out eventually. But somebody who did do plugs from seed and other clippings and stuff is Paul Wade with Ada Zoysia. And if you are not checking him out and you like zoysia stuff, he's doing some seeding projects right now. You need to go check him out. I'll see if I can put a link in the description to his channel. Everybody's freaking out about armyworms right now. Armyworms are tearing people's yards up all over the country. But I don't have that issue. I have been spraying once a month, Cyanor 9.7 on this yard. And I do that mostly for mosquitoes, but it happens to kill any armyworms that go in there as well. And I'm having good luck with the mosquitoes. And I did have, I'm gonna put a picture up here somewhere. I did have one armyworm, the only one I've ever seen this year, so they're around, showed up dead on my patio. And I've made 2 weed control apps to this zoysia since you last saw me. One of them was Fertilone Weed Free Zone, and the other one, about 3 weeks later, is I used the Image product from Home Depot, which is like poor man's Avenue South. And if you look down here, you see I got some buttonweed, but it's not long for this world. That stuff really does a decent job of knocking it out. Buttonweed's kind of a pain in the butt to get rid of. Yeah, so the zoysia's doing pretty good. Let's go look at what the fescue's doing. It's not real good. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the f is that? What is that?
Yeah, so that don't look real good, right? I kind of called that when I put it down. Don't throw a picture up. It looked really good. I took a picture on August the 9th. I'm gonna put it somewhere. And it was looking a little beat up. But when the temperatures, the nighttime temperatures, got to where they were staying at 80 at night, that's when everything checked out and there was not enough water or anything I could put on it to get it to chill out. So I just kind of let it go dormant in those areas. Now, we were talking about armyworms earlier. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, you got armyworms. But look at this. So all this right here gets full sun. All that right there gets full sun. If you notice where the house shades it, it's still green. Look where the tree shaded. It's still green. That just kind of goes to show how, what they call microclimates, and how different parts of your yard are shaded different times of the day, and how that can help and hurt you depending on what you're trying to do. And as you can see, we got the same thing going on here. So the sun beats this up pretty good until the late afternoon, but look down there where that tree is. I mean, it's beat up in there too, but it's still green in there. I also know I don't have a fungus issue because I've been spraying preventative fungicides, and I saw a little bit of gray leaf spot once, but I've not seen any rhizoctonia, aka brown patch. I did see a little bit of something that looked like rhizoctonia in the beginning of July, I believe it was, but it was right about the time that I was getting ready to do a preventative spray anyway. And this is something I learned from Paul, from Paul's Prime Cuts. If you don't follow him, go check him out. He's got a lot of good stuff on his channel. He's a hell of a nice guy too. So I spray azoxystrobin, which is Azoxy 2SC. I'll put the pictures of the bottles up here somewhere. And I spray propiconazole. I spray them together. I've heard some people say you need to alternate them. I've heard other people say you need to spray preventative rates together. I went with the preventative rates together, and if you see a little bit of something that looks like fungus, you bump up the azoxystrobin. You don't want to bump up too much propiconazole because it's really rough on the grass. So that's exactly what I did, and I had no issues with nothing until, like I say, about 3 weeks ago. This stuff started going away, and the temperatures remained high at night, and I think this is what it's going to be until the temperatures come down. But you know what? I don't think it's armyworms because I've already done a soap test, and look at this. Let's find a good crown. You see, it's still stuck. It's just dormant, man. And it don't help that I hadn't had any rain help for like the last 3 weeks either. I've been being easy on the fertilizer this summer too. I want to say, I need to go look. I think I got it written down somewhere. I was doing like once a month through the summer until right here recently. I was doing a 1/4 pound a N of a 5.015. That's very similar. That's what I can get local, and that's very similar to that like 7.020 that Alan Haynes sells on his site. You know, it's that stress blend or whatever. It's a lot of potassium and not a lot of nitrogen because you're not really trying to make it flush growth. You're just trying to give it some help. And that was really doing a good job. I just think, you know, that's just the nature of this climate. We knew that going in. And I might add, also, I've been spraying this preventively for mosquitoes as well. And I struggle saying that word, preventatively. That, yes. I've been spraying this for mosquitoes too, and I haven't seen any armyworms with the soap test. So what am I gonna do now with this fescue? Well, I'm gonna try one more round of fescue, maybe 2 more rounds, I'm saying seasons, of doing this fescue. I mean, really, at the end of the day, if it's only gonna look like crap for 6 weeks, that's not really a deal breaker for me. Because if a lot of this comes back and all I got to do is a little overseed, man, hey, it could be argued that it's better than having a warm season grass that stays looking like that for, what, 4 or 5 months here in this place where I live. I'm going to continue watering it. I'm going to try to keep the crowns alive. And then here very shortly when the temperature comes down, I'm going to start beating it with fertilizer and watering it a little more and see what comes back. I think that'll be interesting. And then once my temperatures start trending down and I start getting, it's probably gonna be about the 1st of October this year, that first couple weeks in October, then I'm gonna come out here and I got a few tricks up my sleeve. I want to try some different kinds of grass seeds, some cool season stuff, and we'll see what we got. So the next time you see me will probably be reseeding this front yard, doing an overseed on it, and I'll report my findings and see how much of it comes back, and hopefully my life will let up a little bit and I can go back to regularly scheduled videos doing projects and stuff. Hey, and because I got 1,000 subscribers now, I'm thinking about at some point, if I can ever get away from some of this stuff, is doing a live where if so people can ask me questions about any of my videos, we can drink a couple beers, have a good time. Let me know in the comments if that would be rad and if you would actually watch that on like a Saturday night. I might try to see if I can get that going. Well, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Come back and see you.